Hi everyone, this is Pradeepa, your career coach, and in today's video, we are going to talk about how to become a healthcare business analyst. So there are 3 chapters in this video. In chapter 1, we are going to see how to plan a career as a healthcare BA. In chapter 2, how to learn concepts like claims, basics of EDI and facets. And in chapter 3, how to apply for a healthcare domain job and get your dream job. At the end of the video, you'll be able to get a nice idea of how to become a healthcare business analyst. Let's get started. First is planning. In order to become a healthcare BA, you need to do a thorough research on the healthcare companies. Healthcare industry includes major insurances, hospitals, and pharmacy companies. So you need to do a thorough research on what are the top important insurance companies in your country, hospitals, and pharmacy industry companies. So for example, in the US, when we say insurances, the 3 major insurances are Aetna, Cigna, and United Healthcare. These are the top 3 private insurances available in the US. Aetna, Cigna, and United Healthcare. So next is pharmacy. So in pharmacy industry, we have CVS, Rite Aid, and Walgreens. These are the top 3 brands available in the US. So you need to know how to process a pharmacy claim because that is different from a medical claim and how these pharmacy companies are working internally. And the third one is hospitals. So you can go to this hospital safety grade website and you can see all the hospitals available in the US. So you can always choose whatever hospital you need to learn about and how long is the hospital in the area, and you can choose any city or any zip code. For example, now I'm going to put New York City. And then I'm going to search. So it's asking for the state. So I'm going to add New York and I'm going to search now. When I search, it gives me a list of what are the hospitals available in New York. So Mount Sinai, Jersey City Medical Center. So I'm clicking on Mount Sinai and it gives me information about that hospital. So you can always use this website and search the major hospitals available in your area and learn about what are the jobs available in that hospital. In chapter 2, I'm going to teach you about what is a claim and how to submit a claim. So I am in the United Healthcare claim submission website. So this is United Healthcare Insurance. And I'm going to teach you on how to submit a claim. So we are in their website, and if you are a doctor or if you are a person who wants to submit a claim to United Healthcare, you can always log in and you need to verify your eligibility and benefits. So it will be asking for your member ID, date of birth, and your policy, date range, and it will verify your eligibility. And once you verify the eligibility, it is going to ask for some claims information. So it will ask again a few details like what is the date of service, what is the last date of service, what is the member ID, and what is the doctor's TIN number, what is the provider name, and whether it's going to be single claims or multiple claims. So it is going to ask for a few details. And then once you fill all the details, it is going to ask you to submit the claim. So you can submit the claim, and once you submit the claim, you'll be able to track the status of the claim too. So you can search your claims. If you have submitted multiple claims for your patients or if you've submitted multiple claims for yourself, you can always check the status of the claims, whether it is pending or whether it is approved or whether it is rejected to some kind of reasons like missing diagnosis code or missing procedures code or missing patients, important first name, last name information. So all the details you can verify. Once you log in, you'll be able to verify all the claim status too. So if you look here, you can see it's like some it is denied, some it is paid, and some it is pending. So electronically, you can always submit a claim by creating an account in the insurance website, and you can always like track all your claims. So you need to know how to submit a claim. That's a very important interview question. They are going to ask you like what is a claim and how to submit a claim electronically. So you can always give this answer. You can always electronically submit a claim by using their member portal or web portal. So you need to know about basics of EDI. EDI is electronic data interchange. So there are different types of EDI like 837, 835, and then 270, 271. There are different types of EDI files you need to learn about. And I have made a separate video on how to read an EDI file. I'll put it in the description so that you can watch that video and learn in detail. So here I'm going to tell you that you need to learn the basics of EDI. It is very, very important. If you want to get into insurance domain or insurance companies at the healthcare BA, they're definitely going to ask you what are the different EDI transaction sets you are well aware of. So what is electronic claims? What is electronic remittance payments? What is like eligibility and benefit inquiry and response? And how to check claim status inquiry and response? How to do authorization and referral? So these are the topics that you need to be well aware of. So if you want me to do a separate detailed video about this EDI, please put in the comments. I can create a separate video on these topics. But you need to learn, first you need to learn about insurance domains, and second you need to learn about all these EDI topics. It is very, very, very important. So electronic data interchange, in the sense in healthcare industry, to submit electronic claims, we use this transaction sets. So it is like a coding language that is used in the backend to transfer this claims data. So patients first name, last name, and everything. So you need to know the basics of EDI and how EDI files are transmitted. So third one is Facets. Facets is nothing but a software that is developed by Cognizant. It has 16 features. So it is used for billing automation, claims processing, claims scrubbing, compliance tracking, insurance verification, patient data security. So it is a separate software that was created by Cognizant, and this software is being used by various different companies like Aetna, Cigna, and major hospitals. So they're using this software. So this is a screenshot of the software. So what it will do is it can store large amounts of provider data, members data, and authorization details, and it is also used for billing automation and also for patients' data security. So they're going to ask you about Facets too. In chapter 3, I'm going to teach you about how to apply for a healthcare business analyst job. So usually people go to Indeed or they go to Google and then randomly search for healthcare business analyst jobs, and you'll be able to find these jobs. So for example, here Cognizant has a healthcare business analyst job. That's a remote one, and they want someone who has knowledge in healthcare industry. But my recommendation is you need to go to a website like CVS and type for healthcare business analyst jobs. So instead of trying Indeed or Naukri or Google, we need to go to a specific insurance domain or pharmacy domain and then search for the jobs. That is my recommendation. So once you go there, you'll be able to find out different business units, whether you want part-time or full-time, and you can choose location, whether you want work from home or you want hybrid, you are on-site. And if you search, you'll be able to get different jobs that is available in this particular company. So as you see here, CVS has a lot of analyst roles. So I typed as healthcare business analyst and I can find a lot of analyst roles here. So not only in information technology, You'll also be able to see different jobs in clinical services, in consultancy side. So there are a lot of jobs available. You need to go and find out. So I clicked on Analyst in Information Technology. It gives me a list of qualifications and requirements that is needed. So you can always see here there are different types of industries within CVS itself. So they have program management, they have social services. So I'm going to click on program management, and you can see here they're asking for a senior analyst program management. So they want someone who has reporting skills, who has Medicare member service operation skills, and who has critical thinking and negotiation skills. So also you can also apply for social services department. So here you have analyst for case management side. So this is very simple. They will be asking only for Word, Excel, Outlook, and some kind of managed care experience. So preferably someone who has worked in the managed care setting, like nursing department or something. So they're asking a analyst for managing cases. So this is specifically for case management. So my recommendation is you always have to go to that company's website and portal and careers, and then search for the jobs instead of searching in Google or Indeed or Naukri. That's my recommendation, because most of the jobs will not be available in Indeed or Naukri. So whichever country you are, please go to the whatever company is available in your area and go to their website and careers and use the job title or category or whatever, however you want to search. Use proper terminologies to search. For example, you can search by business analyst or just analyst or system analyst. However, like each company, right, they have their own terminology. So in US we call as healthcare business analyst.